All right, let's talk about one of the most misunderstood concepts in all of psychology. You've heard the term a million times, I promise you, but chances are you've probably heard it used completely wrong. We're talking about negative reinforcement.
So let me ask you, when you hear negative reinforcement, what pops into your head? For most people, it's something like, yelling or getting punished, right? It just sounds bad. Well, what if I told you that's not it at all? Not even close.
Okay, let's try a little thought experiment. You hop in your car, turn the key, and immediately that sound starts. That super annoying ding, ding, ding. What's the very first thing you do? You reach over and buckle your seatbelt, and just like that, silence. So is the car punishing you for not buckling up? Nope, it's actually teaching you, and it's using the exact principle we're going to break down today.
All right, to really solve the seatbelt puzzle, we got to start with the basics. Build this thing from the ground up. And before we even touch reinforcement or punishment, we have to talk about the thing that kicks it all off. It's called an aversive stimulus.
So what in the world is an aversive stimulus? It sounds way more complicated than it is. Honestly, it's just anything you find unpleasant. Anything you want to stop or get away from. That annoying seatbelt alarm, that's one. A super loud noise, a really difficult homework assignment, you get the idea. It's just an unpleasant experience you'd rather avoid. Okay, now we're ready to get into the two big ideas that shape our behavior. And, this is where most of the confusion really kicks in. But don't worry, there's a simple golden rule that's going to make everything perfectly clear.
I need you to forget the everyday meanings of these words for a minute. In psychology, they're super specific. Reinforcement just means you're strengthening a behavior, making it more likely to happen again. And punishment, it's the opposite. It weakens a behavior, making it less likely to happen again. That's it. It has nothing to do with good or bad. It's all about one question. What happens to the behavior?
And here's that golden rule. This is the only question that matters. Did the behavior go up? If yes, it's reinforcement. Did the behavior go down? Then it's punishment. Seriously, that's the whole test. Forget about whether something feels good or bad, just look at what happens to the behavior.
Okay, so we've got reinforcement versus punishment down. But now we got to deal with the real troublemaker, that little word negative. It's the source of pretty much all the confusion. So what does it actually mean here?
And here it is. This is the key that unlocks the whole thing. In this context, positive and negative have nothing to do with good or bad. Think of them like math symbols. Positive, the plus sign, means you're adding something, and negative, the minus sign, means you're subtracting or taking something away. That's it.
And this little grid right here puts it all together beautifully. Just look. If you add something and the behavior goes up, that's positive reinforcement. Think getting a treat for doing a trick. If you add something and the behavior goes down, that's positive punishment, like getting a ticket for speeding. Now, here's our guy. If you take away something, subtract it, and the behavior goes up, that is negative reinforcement.
So let's put it all together. Negative reinforcement makes a behavior stronger because doing that behavior gets rid of something you don't like. Let's go back to the car. You buckle your seatbelt, that's the behavior, and what happens? The annoying dinging sound, the aversive stimulus, is removed. Because it worked, you are now more likely to buckle up next time. Your seatbelt buckling behavior was just reinforced, negatively reinforced.
Now, this whole thing is happening all around us all the time. It's like this invisible teacher always shaping what we do. And it mostly shows up in two different flavors, what we call escape and avoidance.
Let's break those two down. First, you've got escape. This is when the annoying thing is already happening. Your alarm clock is blaring in your ear, right? So you slam the snooze button to make it stop. Your snooze-hitting behavior just let you escape the noise. Then you've got avoidance. You get smart. The next morning you wake up 2 minutes early and shut the alarm off before it even has a chance to go off. You avoided the noise completely. See the difference? But both are classic negative reinforcement.
But here's the thing. Because this is such a powerful way to learn, it can sometimes go wrong. It can accidentally end up teaching and strengthening behaviors that we really don't want to see.
Yeah, some really important research has shown how this cycle can play out. Let's walk through it. Step 1. An individual is given a really tough task they don't want to do. There's our aversive stimulus. Step 2. They respond with aggression. That's the behavior. Step 3. The person in charge trying to calm things down removes the task. Okay, demand's gone. See what just happened? The aggression worked. It made the unpleasant thing go away. So step 4, the aggressive behavior has just been reinforced, making it way more likely to happen next time.
And this isn't just a theory, we can see it in the data. Studies show a clear pattern. When people are faced with really difficult tasks, disruptive behaviors often go way up. And now we know why, right? Because those behaviors are serving a purpose. They're a way to escape something unpleasant. In that moment, they're working.
So it's really easy to paint negative reinforcement as the bad guy here, but it's not. The principle itself is totally neutral. It's just a tool, like a hammer. And it can be, and often is, used on purpose to build some really positive, really helpful habits.
I mean, think about it. There are posture correctors that buzz when you slouch, and the buzz only stops when you sit up straight. That's negative reinforcement. Or a medication reminder that beeps until you take your pills. It can even be used to teach people to use their words, to say, "I need a break," instead of acting out, because saying, "I need a break," successfully removes the tough task. It's about replacing one behavior with a better one.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. What's the one big takeaway here? What do you absolutely need to remember? Well, it all goes back to clearing up that very first misunderstanding we started with.
Let's put them side by side one last time. Punishment weakens a behavior by adding something you don't like. Think getting a scolding. Negative reinforcement, on the other hand, strengthens a behavior by removing something you don't like. Think buckling your seatbelt to stop the chime. They are basically opposites in what they do, even though they both involve something unpleasant.
Once you really get this, you start seeing it absolutely everywhere. Putting on sunglasses to get rid of the bright glare, cleaning your desk to avoid feeling overwhelmed, it's constantly at play. So I'll leave you with this question. Now that you know what to look for, where is this invisible teacher secretly shaping your behavior every single day?